Screw this, absolutely not doing a show tonight now. I just want to pump this loud and dance.
A journey you can recreate in these moments. I lose focus. I never overcomplicate. I know the way I operate.
How good is this? Oh, we need to turn it down. It's such a tragedy. It's a tragedy. It is a tragedy. Oh, honestly, I could listen to that all night. It is almost perfect. That is Danny, Mr. Bones, who is our guest on Friday. He's actually doing a live set from LA on his back with his decks. He is an amazing, amazing man, and I'm so lucky to have him on. He has done amazing things. He is open for Snoop Dogg. I mean, really, he is open for Snoop Dogg. We have got somebody here that has shared a stage with Snoop Doggy Dogg. I'm not a Snoop Dogg fan, but you know, when somebody says, I've done something with Snoop Dogg, you go, really? Wow, that is amazing. Amazing. Welcome to Radio Apocalypse. I am not doing an intro tonight because this is perfect. Perfection. You know, unfortunately though, we're going to have to switch it down, aren't we? We'll play a bit more at the end though. I promise you. I promise you. Okay, welcome to the show tonight. Tonight is part 2 of the Human Condition, episode 2. We started last week talking about toxic people. Okay, we went into a great depth about the sort of behaviors of toxic people as a foundation of what the human condition is all about, because we will talk about good things and bad things, how to deal with the bad things, how to move forward with the good things. And tonight is a night where we are actually going to be talking about online gurus, the kind of the financial ones. And we will go into that in a minute. We'll start our story about it all. We will look at the things that they do, how they gain your trust and get you to open your wallet and empty it into theirs. You have to be careful. The internet is quite a dangerous place. My brother goes after predators. He is a crusader in that field. Me, I just like to talk about little things like this, okay? Because the world that he jumps into is kind of scary. And I don't know whether I could handle that. And hats off to him and totally admire him and totally love him for what he does. So I like to talk about the touchy-feely things which affect us in different ways, not just the incredible things that he does. But I quite like crime. I quite like people. I'm a people person. Ron said that, you know, my superpower is empathy. He said this on Sunday night, and he's not wrong. He's known me all our lives. And let's face it, he probably knows me better than anybody else. And he knows that I always try to look for the good in people. And this is why I like the psychological things, the mental health things, the positivity things, not just the other things. And I wanted to start last week with toxic behaviors, because everything that is negative with the human condition can be boiled down to those things. And then if you take the toxic behaviors, as we said last week, and boil them down, it's really down to narcissism. It really is. Welcome. Let's see who we've got in the chatteroonie. We've got Local. Hi, Local. I saw you at the start. Twinkies here. Thank you for joining us. I really appreciate you guys coming. Shady. Who else we got? I saw Equilibrium. Ico's here tonight as well. Amazing. Listen, guys, I really, really appreciate you guys coming and visiting me. Your time is valuable, and the fact that you want to spend it with me means a great deal. We are a tiny stream, and because of that, I can interact more personal with you guys, and you are the foundation of a growing community, you know, and because of that, excuse me, I feel quite close to you guys. And when we grow, when we get big, I'm not the sort of person to forget that. I am a grown-up. I treat everybody like a grown-up. And when I say thank you, I actually honestly mean it from the bottom of my heart. Truly, truly I do. I hope you're all well tonight. I hope things are good. And I hope that that you're going to stay with me for at least the next half hour, 40 minutes. I don't know how long the presentation will last because I've never rehearsed it. It's just on notes that I've put together just now. I don't have any slides for it because I work off software that is not an OBS. It's purely an in-browser piece of software, StreamYard it's called. So I use just that to push things out to you. But the good news is we will be having a technical upgrade where I can go nuts. I've got overlays and everything made for pretty much every one of my shows. So when it comes to using Streamlab and doing these amazing things, it's going to be awesome. We're going to look so glidey, swishy, beautiful, seamless transition nonsense stuff. It'll look good. I'm quite excited about it. Quite excited. Right. Shall we start? Okay. Way back in 2015, there was a guy called Ty Lopez. I'm sure that actually I have something I can share. He did a video that kind of started the ball rolling with all this online guru stuff called This Is My Garage or In My Garage. Let me just check my notes. Hold on. Yeah, Ty Lopez, Here in My Garage. Way back, it was the 2nd of September 2015. That's like 5 years ago. And he was talking about how, I've got my Lamborghini, I've got this, but he cares more about knowledge and the 10,000 books he's bought on the bookshelf and he's put into his garage as well. He was the first online financial guru. Okay, I'm going to try and bring his video up just now. Okay, now, my children are here. Okay, they are all on their devices. And if at any time we lose the stream, it's only because their devices are sucking the life out of my router. All right. So, and also my little processor, my little steam powered laptop may not like me putting this video up. So we're going to try it. And trust me, please, if we lose the stream, okay, if we lose the stream, just stay tight. It'll take me about 2 to 3 minutes to get it back. I'm going to do it a piece at a time very slowly because I think, in fact, you know what? We are going to not play the video, but I'm going to show you just the list of parodies, the impact on, oh, please, yes, good. The impact on the whole of the social media thing that Ty Lopez had. People parodied the crap out of I'm in my garage thing. And if we just take the time to look at the different, I just have to wait for it to come up on my screen. This is great, it takes ages. Yeah, you can see there, right? You can see right there that there's quite a few different in my garage ones. Where's 1 second? Here in my garage, here we go. Right, so these are all different people parodying Ty Lopez. All right, that's not the real one. Where's the real one? I think he might be at the top actually, but yeah, there he is. That's him there. Okay, that is him right there. Okay, and he set the ball rolling for all of this. Okay, and what he did was open the floodgates to manipulation. He opened the floodgates to basically online con men that come across as amazingly reputable people. Okay, and we have to understand the nature behind these people and how they can turn around and take control of a situation, take control of your life, dupe you, make you feel incredible about yourselves and what you are missing to suck you in to do this. And we'll examine the toxic behaviors of this. So let us get right into it. Okay. When you have been on YouTube, when you have been watching things and the ads come up, have you ever come across the adverts that say, listen, we can make you financially free, we can do this, all you have to do is basically listen to me for the next 2 minutes, we will do this, we will do that, and if you sign up to the webinar and for a small period of time it's going to be reduced to this price and all that. This is what we're talking about. They want you to take up their free training. They want you to turn up for their webinar. They want you to do this because it's all about you buying these things. It's crazy because some of these people are making absolute millions and millions of pounds and dollars doing this. And they're doing it in such a way that it's almost like a cult following that they end up having. And that is truly scary. It scares the living daylights out of me because there are so many people emptying their wallets to it all, which is crazy, crazy, crazy. And it's difficult to fight them. Unless you're of a strong mind and can spot these things, you may feel that it's difficult to fight them. And they target through Facebook, through Instagram, through YouTube. They target the young and the vulnerable, the sort of people that may actually consider, I don't know what to do here. I don't know whether I can make a success of myself. Wait a minute. If I buy this course and do exactly what they say, I can be just like them. No, you can't, because they're selling you a lie. How do we do this then? How do they do it? All right. We're going to go through about 10 different steps from the beginning to the end and discuss what's going on. Okay. So step 1 is to pick your niche, your subject, what you are talking about. It could be anything. It could be, cryptocurrency. It could be drop shipping. That's a big thing just now. Drop shipping. My son has talked about, Dad, do you think I should set up a drop shipping business? Okay, well, explain to me what drop shipping is. I knew what it was about. I just wanted to know how much he knew about it. He knows quite a lot. So he's talked about this like last week while I was researching all this. It was incredible. And I let him talk about it. And he says, I could do this. I says, I know you could. And, for people that work hard, it can actually work. But why? Well, it's just that, I'll make money. I could end up making a living while I'm at college, university. Right, okay. But I can't do it. I need a PayPal account. Right, okay. Well, do you want to use my PayPal account? I'm not trying to trick him, catch him out or anything. I want to see how organized he is in his brain to maybe suggest something different for his future in that line. And he was very organized. He knew it would take hard work. But I said to him tonight, I'm actually talking about these courses. I need to know what you have been watching. And he said he's been watching some of the things like that, but he understands that it's all bullshit, which is great. So first step, pick your niche. Cryptocurrency, drop shipping, the Amazon thing. A big thing is the self-help books, real estate, everything like this, anything at all. You can become a guru about. You could be a guru about gurus, talking about gurus, anything at all, because it's the same method. So you have your subject, you have your niche, you know what you're going to talk about. Do you actually need to be an expert on this? Do you really? No, not really. Because what is the important thing once you have actually picked your niche, okay, is you can then go out and prepare your product, prepare your course, prepare your book, prepare anything you want to get it. So step 1, you've got your subject. Step 2, let's create the product, the course, the persona, this thing that the people you want people to buy into. This is before you even let loose upon the public, before your adverts are gone, you need to make it shiny. It needs to have a value to it. You need to make it essential in that person's life. You've got your targeted adverts. That's actually the next stage in marketing, but it's there. You know it's coming. Okay, and it's tailored specifically to the people that you want to grab your hand into their wallets and pull out their readies, get their cash. Okay, now it's also been proven that some of these organizations, they're so unscrupulous, they will go and actually ask genuine experts in that field for advice to write a script so they sound genuine. It could be from a psychologist about anxiety and self-help. It could be from a financial whiz kid at their college that they're at, talking about how to invest in the stock market. It's just a script. Okay, it's to make them sound genuine. So they've got their niche, they've got their product, they've made this online course, they've made this book, this self-help pack. Okay, and it's ready to go. They've been unscrupulous. They've filled in the blanks by going to genuine experts. They're not an expert in it, but they've gone to genuine experts to go and discover what it is they need to do and produce it. They sound convincing, they sound genuine, and they are now ready to launch. Indeed they are. And what we'll do now is I'm going to flick back away from my notes and check on the old chit chat. See who else has anybody else come in. We have some more people. We've got Brittany Petria. I've never met you before. Maybe I have. It's under a different name, but welcome. Welcome. We've got Niseen. I always say your name wrong. I'm so sorry, but you're always welcome. And Christina's here. I saw Knowledge as well. I'm sure that I did see Knowledge. Yes, Knowledge reigns supreme. How are you? You know what? This is a great bunch of folk we've got in tonight. I really appreciate you guys coming in. Okay, and if at any time anything fails, like I say, I'll come back. Nyla will keep me right as well and grab my attention if necessary, if I suddenly go laggy or anything as well. Like I say, my laptop is steam powered. Hi, Brittany. Good to have everybody here. Right, let us carry on, because we have our product, we have our subject, we have our niche, we are ready to rock. We are going to become gurus. So what is the next step in emptying people's wallets? It's all about the marketing. It's all about getting into their heads, getting into their lives. So many people spend so much time on social media. They spend all this time talking to their friends. They're flicking between videos, and because YouTube's monetized, they sell adverts. Now, the crazy thing, I've watched about 4 documentaries about online gurus to basically get this sort of like the psychological steps that they've done. I've pulled from different documentaries, different sort of articles and things when I've researched this. And when I was watching these videos, the adverts that came up were all self-help ones. And the crazy thing is, the things they were saying in there was exactly what I'm about to talk about. And I'm sitting there going, holy shit, these people are unscrupulous. They are really honing in on your vulnerabilities, your inadequacies, the things that you want to make better in your life, the dream. They're selling that dream. So they're coming in, and they're targeting people that might really need to be making money. Maybe they're a bit broke. Maybe they're just wanting to better their lives. Maybe they're just lazy and they don't want to work properly, have a proper career or anything like that. They don't have that work ethic, and they want what is known as a quick get rich quick scheme. And we'll come on to that particular phrase as we go through it, but that's the mentality. So through targeted YouTube ads, Facebook ads, Instagram ads, other social media ads, they are going to the people that they know, that they know are the best. And that's what all cookies are about. They're going for the best possible marks for this, and they're selling the dream. Now, I'm going to ask you, I'm going to come back to the screen so I can see the chat for this. I'm going to ask you guys just now, while we're talking about this, when somebody says financial freedom to you, what's the first image that comes into your head? Okay, I'm going to offer you financial freedom. Don't sort of be cynical. I want an honest opinion. I don't want a sort of like, empty wallet, Amway, nothing like that. Okay, what I want is the actual image. If somebody could make you genuinely, 100% honestly, financially free, what is the image of financial freedom? Okay, just in a couple of words, pop it in the chat just now, please. Okay, and we'll come back to that, and I'll look back on that in just a minute. All right, good, thank you. Right, where are we? Yes, back to the notes. Okay, so they're selling the dream. Okay, this whole marketeering thing you're talking about, we'll sell the opportunity to do this. You can travel, you can have cars, you can stay home at work, you can work 2 or 3 hours a day, okay, or even less. You can have big houses, clothes, parties, financial freedom. Financial freedom. What does that mean to you? Well, for me, financial freedom is to be able to go into a shop and buy something without consequence. That is my personal image of financial freedom. So I could go into, it could be a grocery store, and I could buy the best piece of steak or the whatever, that way. I could buy the branded products instead of the store's self products, the Walmart version of herbs. I could go and buy like Schwarz herbs instead. Okay. Or I could go, well, actually I'm a chef by trade. I buy fresh herbs anyway, so it's irrelevant. I could go into a clothes shop and buy a t-shirt that I wanted without thinking, right, I need to make sure I've got money to feed the kids. I need money for gas, electricity, power, internet, stuff like that. Financial freedom for me is the ability to have doors opened and not closed in my face. Just simple things. Okay, I don't need to have a big car. I don't need to have a big house. I just want to be able to step into a shop and purchase something that I want without consequence. Not go mental, not have like the latest smartphone. I'm not interested in that. I've got a nice phone. Okay, I'll buy it if I need it. But just that is what financial freedom to me is. So when I was going through all this, I kind of had that image in my head. Right, so let's have a quick look to see what you guys have done. Okay, stress-free, debt-free. Yeah, no more problems. Honestly, right, good. Right, debt-free. Yeah, this is it. That's the same. If you think about it, you don't have any debt. Okay, you can go in and not worry about what you're buying. Yeah, these are perfectly good answers. These are realistic answers. However, excuse me. Oh, dry mouth. Let me just take a drink. Hold on. That's better. Thank you. These guys will sell you up from there. All right. They want you to think bigger than debt free. They want you to think Lamborghini. They want you to think Ferrari. They want you to think Gucci. They want you to think everything. One of the videos had an Asian chap asking that same question that I asked you. What is financial freedom? Okay, and he didn't allow anybody to answer. He just put the image straight in the head. Okay, straight in the head of the people saying, it's on a beach, isn't it? You're sitting on a beach. That's what it is. Your financial freedom is sitting on a hot beach in a bikini, in your trunks, in your swim costumes. You got a cocktail with an umbrella, and people are, you can see the audience, and they're all going, yeah, I want to be on a beach. Yeah, do you want to be on a beach? Yeah, yeah. Do you want? Yeah, I want to be on a fucking beach. I want to be on that beach, not any beach. The beach she's talking about, with the palm trees, the white sands, the blue sea, the hot sun, the great hotel behind me, and like Manuel bringing me out these motherfucking cocktails. He was totally doing transference, that image thing where you project what you want somebody to think into them by suggestion, total suggestion. It's insane, absolutely insane. Right, so by having financial freedom, you could be making money in just days or even hours. Testimonials show this, that, and the other, and you're sucked in even more. So they're selling this more. What is this called? What is this? Yeah, it's selling. It's a bit dishonest because they've not come to how to do it yet. All right, they just want to give you the dream of 7-figure incomes annually, passive income stream that does it all for you while you sit on that beach with Manuel bringing you cocktails. It's all there. It's for you. It's ready to go. Just click on the link in my bio. You've heard it before, haven't you? You have. I've heard it before. Many times. I've even been to webinars on the web just to understand about it. You know, it's an incredible thing to think that this goes on all the time. Like, I would honestly say that I saw at least 20 to 25 different adverts selling the dream. It was different products, but the dream was the same. Okay, in its essence, it's going to make you better because right now you're inadequate. Do you remember the toxic behaviors last week where people were sucking the life out of you, the killjoys, the energy vampires? Well, these people are kind of like that, but the opposite. It's like, we know that you're shit. We want to make you better. And to make you better, all you have to do is put your credit card number into this form and we can fix you. We can make you astounding. We will make you more positive. We will make your body language more confident. We will tell you what right words to say in all of our self-help seminars if you just sign up today. Yeah, that's it, isn't it? They're selling you this course, they're selling you this thing, and it makes no sense because these people are not experts. They've gone out of their way to have somebody else create this course. Okay, you have bought into this course now. You have basically said, all right, I will buy this course. This is going to be amazing. It's going to change my life. I'm going to be able to have financial freedom. I'm going to be so confident. The girls are going to be flocking to me. I'm going to know exactly what to wear at work because this guru person is an absolute fashion icon and she knows what men need to wear. God damn it, I'm going to have the best facial grooming products. Where do I sign? You know, where do I sign? Right. Sometimes, okay, for the people that are reasonably sensible, they will turn round and give you a free hook, a little hook. That webinar thing. I actually watched a webinar about increasing your YouTube traffic. Okay, I signed up for it. It cost me nothing, absolutely nothing, and I was kind of laughing about it. And I was saying to myself, this is going to be selling something. It's like, we can increase your YouTube traffic to 100,000 subscribers in a year. I'm like, yeah, I want to hear that. Of course, I want to hear that. I think that would be great. It's a free webinar. It's just going to cost me my time. Yeah, I've got time. I can listen to that while I'm in the shower. That's dead easy. You know, 2-hour webinar, an hour and a half shower, and I'm listening to every single word. The last half hour is all about the course. Okay, so you've had the webinar. It's telling you little things, and I've done this and I've done this. And you know, today on this course, on this webinar, because you're here, I'm going to give you this at a reduced price. But you need to ask yourself this: how much is it worth to you to have 100,000 more subscribers through your YouTube? And I'm like, £10, $10. $10. I'll pay you $10 right now. $10 right now. Here we go. Where's my credit card? I'll give you $10. Well, my time for one-to-one consultancy is $60,000 for the day. I'm not fucking paying you 60 grand. Are you mental? Listen, I'm standing in the shower listening to you, sweetheart. I'm not going to turn round and give you £60,000. Nah, fuck off. That's what's going through my head, having a good giggle at this. He says, but today, what we're going to do is I'm going to give you A, B, and C. We're just going to give you this amazing course, but we're going to give you all the access to everything else as well. This is called putting value on the product. You have been sucked in, okay? They are just caressing the shit out of your ego. They are making you feel wonderful. They are making you ready to open your wallet, to con the shit out of you. And none of them, well, most of them, I'm not going to say none of them, because there are some genuine people out there, some genuine gurus. I actually think the person that did the YouTube one was quite genuine, because they have quite a history of... Wait there now. That's in here as well. They tell the backstory. Oh my God, I was sucked into it. I wasn't really. That was just my link into the backstory. So at the webinar, they go to town with their backstory. They've got you now. They have you with your time. That thing that I'm quite happy to give up. So they even turn around and say to you, look, put off your phone, switch off your Facebook, tell your family you need the next hour and a half alone to just concentrate on this. They want you to be alone. They want your focus to be on them, because they are looking at you. They are looking at you, down the camera, straight into your eyes. This is personal. You start to feel it. You start to feel, they're speaking to me. They are speaking to me. I get this. This was designed for me personally. The dream's been sold. Your inadequacies have been caressed. This is the way to get over them. Whoa, my life is going to change. Let's hear what they've got to say. Well, like you, I didn't want to go to work anymore. I was stressed. I had a 2-hour commute each day, there and back. 4 hours a day I was traveling. I didn't have a girlfriend. I was having no sleep whatsoever. I just had money problems coming out my ears. It was awful. But then I found this course. Then I got it sorted. Then, my life changed. It was all changed. It was great. I couldn't believe it. And then I thought, why not let other people do this? I am making hundreds of thousands of dollars a week, a month, a year, whatever. I need to share this. But they're not sharing that knowledge. They're not sharing it. They're just sharing you the dream, the idea of it all. People are actually opening up their credit cards happily and giving these people like thousands of dollars, thousands of pounds. It's crazy, crazy. So in the webinar, okay, you listen to their life sucked the shit out of me story. You listen to their empathy faction coming in. So they project their empathy of your situation upon you, because by my God, they have had awful lives. But they touch on everything to make sure that one of those things, just one of those things, belong to you. Okay? You can then have a bit of rapport with this. It's like, well, Mo was stressed. I was stressed. And look at him now. He went on that course and he's got this course. He's selling this course. We could do this course with Mo, and Mo's going to fix it all. No, I'm not. I'm selling you nothing. Nothing, by the way. No. But if you want to put your credit card in that link at the bottom later on, I'm only joking. Right. So you're stuck in the rat race. They're going to get you out. You're not sleeping at night. They're going to make you sleep. Okay. But this is not for anybody, this course. This is not a get-rich-quick scheme. This is not a self-help program unless you get rid of all the negative people in your life. This is not a course of grooming unless you get the products that are perfect for it. You have to surround yourself with positive people, okay? This is for dedicated people that will put in the hard work. This is for real people, hard-working people. I don't want to work with people that are just going to sit on their ass, okay? So if it doesn't work, you've not worked hard enough. You're not dedicated enough to the cause. You know, you've not got rid of your friends who are actually negative influences on your life. So if this doesn't work, it's down to you. Not me, the guru. It's down to you. You've given me $5,000 by now, you know, to get on the course, to go on the second webinar. You know, you've bought tickets to my live show, and we're not even on the hard sell yet, okay? We're not even touched on the hard sell yet. We're just at the coursey bit. We're just at the thinking about buying Mo's book bit. I actually do have a book, by the way. It's a poetry book. It's not a self-help book, and I make like 10 pence profit on it. That's about it. Okay, go buy it. That's my plug. Okay, but this is where you are. Okay, they now have sold you the dream. Then you know it's going to take a crap load of work, and subconsciously, you don't know it yet, but if you fail, it's your fault. It's your fault. That's pretty shitty. That scares me. Let's take a quick 30 seconds to swing through the chit chat and see who's here. Still again, who's saying what? Yes, Twinkie, yes, false saviors. They are false saviors. And you know something which is kind of crazy about it all as well is people believe that they will be saved. They believe that this is a way out of it all. There's only two ways out of this, of your lot in life. The paradigm shifts to a more positive one, and the entire planet goes somewhere where it's going to be incredible, where we are all equal in a sense, and the economy shifts from soulless entities profiteering more than the human element of us all. Okay, this is what I would want. I don't think that corporations and such things that don't have a soul, that don't breathe, should have more rights than you and I, you know. Oh, thank you, Nyla. Nyla's put up the link to my Amazon book with my real name, which I don't mind anybody knowing. My name is Murray Vicentin, but just call me Mo. Okay, the book does have spelling errors in it. It has not got any pictures in it at all. And it spans a year of my life in prose when I first met my future wife at the time, and she lived in Moscow and I lived in sunny Scotland, and it kind of encompasses my thoughts and feelings about our relationship. There are some poems in there which I call hallmark poems because they are exactly, there's no allegory at all to them. They are just exactly what they say on the box. It's just there. It's in the card. You open it up. Oh, my dad's fat. There you go. That's what it is. Your dad's fat. Magic. All right. But there's some that do have a deeper allegory, and occasionally you will get a poem from me in the morning on the morning show as well towards the end. And we do have a poetry channel as well, which I need to put more stuff into. Nyla, you need to tell me off if I don't do at least a poem 3 times a week in there. All right. Because I don't want to let you down. All right, at all. It's like when Nyla says do something, I'm like, okay, I'll do it because she's a good girl. She keeps me right. Yeah. So enough about the book. Thank you for your lovely comments there, and go for it. Go and have a wee looky loo at the book if you've got time. You know, it's like I say, to me, it spans a special year in my life, and it was special. And I'm in the process of writing book number 2, which is 20. It was going to be called 22, but still only have 20 poems in it. But I've got a better title for it now, and it's all about the good, the bad, and the not so nice things about lockdown. It covers quite interesting tales from all over the world from people I've spoken about. But let's get back to the story. Let's get back to making our guru lifestyle amazing. We've sold you the dream. You've come to the webinar. You have been sucked in. We have now planted the seeds. So if you fail, which you will, by the way, if you fail upon our product, it's your fault for not working hard enough. Okay? Right. Now we go into the hard sell. So now you're sucked in and you know that you're a dedicated person. You're a positive person. You've told all your friends to beat it because they're so negative about all this. You've given over, say, $2,000 now into this. You've bought the course. You're doing the course. It's making you feel great. You've bought books now. You're buying this. I mean, it's a couple of bucks for the book, but you're buying the book. You're buying the leaflet. Okay? The hard sell comes in. They now bombard you with the dream again, reinforcing it with lengthier and longer, more detailed testimonials from students of theirs that are now making $1 million, £1 million a year. Look at the house that John's got. Look at the house that Ron's got. My brother did my course, and look at him. He is just amazing. He is so confident. Look at him. He's got style coming out his ears, and he's got the car to go with it. Wow, he's amazing. Man, they make it sound easy for you. This is going to be good. There's loads of money out there. There's an abundance of money. You can take that money, and it's there just to be had. You don't need to work hard for it. Exactly the opposite of what they just said. They make it. You don't need to be an expert. Anybody can do this, but they never say it's a get-rich-quick scheme. And even some of the adverts that I listen to, right? This is the crazy thing. It's like, if anybody tells you that you can get rich quick inside a week, a month, whatever, they're selling you something. Wait a minute, mate. You're selling me something. No. We just need you to buy into this product. If we were selling you something, this would be like $10,000. We're going to give it to you for $2,000 because we're your friend. We know your value. We know that if we have 10,000 people doing that, that's a shitload of money for us. Yeah. So they make it sound easy that anybody can do it, but it's not a get rich quick scheme. And you're hooked in there. You are hooked, and you want this next thing. And you're in the graduates webinar now, and you're thinking, right, what are we going to do now? What's the next step? I'm making a little bit of money on this, but I've not made back the same amount that is going on. There must be something missing. There's something there. You're asking more questions. You're wanting more of this coming in. They make it even worse for you. They create a scarcity on their next level of product. You can have, we have only got 20, 30 of these, right? For the first 200, for the first 2,000 at our live show. If you sign up to the next level of absolute perfection, do you know what? We'll give it to you for half price. That's right. Instead of paying $10,000, you can pay $5,000 to be one of the elite in my product scheme. We will teach you how to go further and even better, more cleaner than you have ever been before. Yep. How many people get their credit cards out? They have made you feel special at their live show. They have taken you to a hotel where you're dressed up in the finest suit that you have. There's red carpet parts. My logo, the Radio Apocalypse logo, is on the backdrop of the red carpet. There's photographers flashing things at you. You feel like a superstar. And then you're sitting there in a hotel because you've booked a room as well, because you don't want it to end. You want to live that lifestyle. You want to drink that champagne. You want to rub shoulders with the guru himself, And I've signed up now. I've signed up to his super elite monthly thing. Yeah, how much is that costing? That's $400 a month, but it's worth every penny. I get a book that he's writing every single month, and we've got to read it. And then he comes on. I've got direct access through his Discord to him. Oh, no, that's not happening. gets worse. There's people that believed so hard in this and had such problems financially with this that they were thrown out the conference when their credit card was failed. It was declined. They didn't have the money for it. And their lives went downhill and their dream was shattered. So the danger here is when you build somebody up, when you sell them that dream and you rip that dream from them, the chances are that there could be tragedy. And there was, and there has been. And even for people that do sign up to it and do pay it, they're in more debt now, a lot of them. It's crazy. But there they are. You've got this for the rest of this this live event at the hotel. You've got till midday tomorrow till you check out. You come and see me or see any of the team. They will sign you up to the monthly program. There's 3 monthly programs. There's the one for $150. You get no books, but you get access to the website. You can't post anything on the website. You can ask me one question a month and I will send you the answer because I love you guys. You guys are so special. You are amazing. Okay. But if you go to the next level, the master course, the one that basically teaches you a little bit further, you can not just get my book, but you can get a little bit more access to me. But the elite class for $500 a month, you can get my WhatsApp and you can speak to me directly. Yeah, it's bound to be one of my admin team that's going to be answering, but you don't know that. I'm sitting on like a beach in Maui drinking fucking cocktails from my Manuel. I've bought Manuel because of you guys. That's where we are. That is all of what it's about. You can trust me. I'm your guru. I'm your man. They're selling access to themselves at this stage because they've created a cult-like status around themselves. And it's absolutely insane. Excuse me. Absolutely insane that they've done this. Some of their followers get exceptionally defensive for them. This is what happens in cult-like situations, right? You've bought into it so far. You've given up so much. So whether it be, you might not even give up finances. You might just give up time. Okay, valuable time where you've invested, you believed in something so much, you've invested it, and so you become very defensive of that cult leader. Okay, it's one of those things. You become like, no, this is not a con, this isn't anything, all right? And people can get violent because of that, because they're so brainwashed, they're so duped into this, they're so like put forward. I mean, it's not even past gaslighting potential marks to make them feel sorry for them. It's crazy. But at this stage now, you've invested. God, you could have invested $10,000, £10,000, or anything at all, but they're still selling access to themselves. And this is kind of like the elite tier level. And you know something? Maybe you will make money. Maybe you won't, but it's crazy. The thing to think about, right, at the end of all this is people are victims. They are total victims. And they don't, yes, Twinkie, they don't know they're in a cult. They don't consider it, okay? And if somebody stands up to the cult leader, if somebody stands up to them, they put them down. Look, you promised the world that this would work. You promised us that this would work. Well, you obviously didn't put in the hard work. You're a loser. You can't help it. You're not doing it right. This isn't. Look, if you just buy the next level, we can talk about this. It happens all the time. It's insane. It is insane, and it's frightening to think that it does happen. People won't talk about it and they won't stand up because they feel ashamed. They've been a victim of crazy, toxic behaviors, wearing them down, telling them they're not adequate, selling them the dream to make them feel positive. They've given up so much to this. They've given so much of their energy. It's like their energy, the gurus are the energy vampires. They're taking away their lives, their decision-making process. And when they realize that this is wrong, they feel embarrassed, ashamed to stand up for it. They're using all the toxic behaviors that we talked about last week against you. And those that are still in the cult, they won't hear a bad word. And the cultists, they will surround their guru in a, sometimes physically, but definitely in a method of verbal protection, whether it be online, in the papers, whatever. Okay? Even when they might even consider that he's wrong, but they're too ashamed to do anything about it as well. This is like not officially a cult. These aren't officially cults, but they can be defined as cults. You've got like 10,000 people in a conference center all chanting the same thing. Okay, that is basically, they're giving up money and they feel amazing because they're getting the high on all the amazing feel good hormones and everything flying around their brain. They're part of something bigger. They can see this dream of Manuel bringing the cocktail. It's going to happen. It's going to happen. And it never does. It never does. But the good news is there are actually some good things that you can do. If you ignore every single I'm a guru bullshit nonsense, but you want to go and better yourself, there's other online courses you can take. There's many places you can go to get them, and you don't have to pay thousands of dollars for them. There's courses that you can do from like up to maybe $100. There's online courses that can give you high school equivalents over in this country. I can actually go to courses online and in classrooms in my city for free that will teach me every single high school subject if I wanted to go and get more qualifications, or a language. I went to go and learn to speak Russian as best as I could. I learned the Russian alphabet a little bit, and basic conversational stuff. I cannot speak a word of it, all right? But I understand a crap load more than I did. So it's great. As long as my wife speaks slowly, when she's speaking to the baby, I can pick up some of the words, which is great. But that's the way that it should be, though. If somebody is making so much money from their system, from their way of doing it, why do they need to sell you anything at all? Cool. Say no, people. Go and look at these adverts. We've talked about all the traits that they have, the selling the dream, making you feel inadequate and building you up all the way through it all right? All the way through it. And you know what? Every single one's the same, whether it's health, self-help, financial, fitness, everything like that. It's all the same. It's all the same. And that's it. That is where I am. That is the human condition for tonight. You have to steer clear of these things. And if you ever feel that you are becoming a victim of such things, if you feel at any point that you've opened your wallet to something that's not necessary, you can actually have protection from the financial part of it all. Most credit card companies have scam, fraudulent transaction type things. So there's ways you can get around it. The scariest thing about these guru type people is there's no oversight to them. Okay, there is nothing in place just now that regulates them. Okay, and it's an absolute tragedy. It's a terrible, terrible thing, and you need to be strong. And at any point, I've actually dealt with situations like this with people that have opened their wallet to things. my mum was one of them. Okay, by accident. All right, she signed up for something. Oh, we're talking years ago, and I says, please, 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 don't do anything like that on the internet. And she phoned up, fraud department and fixed it, which was fine. But if you ever feel that you're feeling a victim for that, there's plenty of people you can speak to. But if you feel that you don't want to speak to a stranger, speak to a friend, speak to me. It sounds stupid. Send me a message, okay? I'm quite happy to speak to anybody, which is great. I love speaking to people. You probably guessed that by now. I love the sound of my own voice. I'm a bit of a harmless narcissist, if there's such a thing. Nah, I'm only joking. But that's how it is. Right, let's have a quick look at everything that is going on. Who's here? Hi, Barry. Glad to have you here. I didn't see you come in earlier on. I was too busy reading my notes. Solway's here. Hi, Solway. Victoria. Hi, Victoria. There's lots of people that whose names that I have seen but never seen in the show. I really appreciate you all saying hello to me and speaking and all the rest of it, which is great. I'm going to bring in some background music just now. Again, hold on. I need to go and find. Where is he? 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 Yes, here we go. And I'll get rid of all these other things that are up there, taking up the space in my tabs at the top. Yeah, we have. Excuse me. Hold on. We have Mr. Bones all the way from LA. Oh God, my voice is going. Hold on. Apologies. I have last year, for everybody that's in here for the first time speaking to me and things, last year I went through a hardcore, really crazy cancer treatment. I had a stage 4 tumor in my throat and on the back of my tongue. And as a result of the treatment, it killed one of my saliva glands. So if I speak too fast, too long, and too enthusiastically, I get intense dry mouth, and it kind of affects the amount of, it affects my ability to speak properly. Not that I don't speak properly, but I know when when dry mouth, like it's like sucking a lemon and salt at the same time. So I always keep a warm mug of coffee in the Happy mug. See, Mr. Happy. Okay, sitting there just to lubricate my mouth. But yes, that's where we are. Let's play some more music before we go, though. We will have Mr. Bones. Let me just bring that up because he's good. Here we are. Just keep it in the background a bit. Yeah, Mr. Bones is doing a set from LA on Friday night. We will have our usual open mic night where it's open discussion. Okay. Last week was a crazy thing because the boys were burping inadvertently because they forget when they're in the green room that we can still hear them. Okay, so it was somebody even says, "Oh my God, the stream is out of control." I think it might have been local that said it. It was brilliant moments. It was good fun. It's kind of like the night where we kind of relax into the weekend, talk about watch party weekend and things. But open mic night to me was always going to be about trying to get artists in. Try to get people in that are creators, authors, poets, musicians, anything at all. Listen, guys, thank you so much saying that I'm better and things like that. Cancer's a tough thing. Okay, it's a tough thing, not just for the person that has it, but for the people around them. No, I didn't mute the mics, Barry. Barry is my technical advisor here in Radio Apocalypse. He keeps me right for everything techie and hates the sound of my voice. You're in the wrong job, mate. Okay? You know I love you. I've known Barry a long time. But listen, thank you people for saying there that a big, and Heath, Jay Heath, you're a survivor too. It's a tough thing. It's a tough thing. I'm only just coming up to year 1 for being cancer free. I've still got 4 years to go with the way that they measure it in the NHS over here. Yeah, if you've got a friend, Morgan, that sings opera, oh my God, yes, let's get her to sing something amazing. Okay, that would be astounding. I'm all for that. I've got technically we don't have an Edinburgh festival this year because of coronavirus. So I've contacted several people that organise the folk festival in Edinburgh to see if they don't mind people wanting to play. Come and play, not in my house, but through the internet. We do our usual chit chat and have a laugh, and then we bring them in, have a chat with them, and they do a 20-minute set, a half-hour set. I really, that's what I want to do with open mic. It's always been about discussion, but when we started open mic in my head, that's where I wanted to go. So this Friday is my first night with somebody that makes music, and this music, you can hear, that's Mr. Bones, that's Danny's stuff. And if you've heard me talk about him, okay, he's an amazing man. He suffers from, when I say, no, he doesn't suffer. That's the wrong word to use. He has a degenerative bone disorder, right, which makes day-to-day living a challenge for him, all right? In fact, when he goes and plays his tunes in nightclubs, he's on his special bed with his laptop above him, playing with the virtual discs. He's astounding. Now, actually, hold on a second. I've got his SoundCloud here. I think that'll come up. Yeah, there it is there. That is Mr. Bones' SoundCloud. So if you want to go and listen to any of his stuff, right, go and do that. It's Mr. Bones Official on Instagram. If you go and follow him, tell him that Mojax Happy sent you. Okay, just tell him that. Okay, and he will always wave to you. He's a good guy. I've only known him, Danny, for 6 months. We became friends about the same time as Cognac and I became friends on Byte when Byte launched. And he's just a geezer. I think he's great. He's always surrounded by beautiful women as well. When you see his pictures on his Instagram, it's like, holy shit, Danny, what's that all about? They love me more. This is obviously some geezers. So there we have it. Thank you so much for being here tonight. I'm glad that you found this interesting. Tomorrow night, it is the COVID Chronicles, where we will catch up with everything that's happened in Great Britain over the past week and throughout the world with regards to coronavirus. And then we go straight into the weekend with open mic. This week, we do watch party weekend for those that are new as well. All right, let me just say, if you're new and you want to join our Discord, come and join our Discord. Barry, could you possibly open that for me, please? It will be open for the next, hour. Okay, you can come and join it. Go to www.radioapocalypse.live/Discord. Okay, that is our gateway into our community. We ask you to read the rules in the welcome area and know that we're very strict on the rules, but we're all grown-ups, okay? The rules are there to protect us and also to make sure that we have an even and level playing field for discussion and fun. Okay, we will always treat you with respect, and my personal rule is to treat others how you would expect to be treated. Thank you, Barry. Already done. Good guy. 1 hour and counting. Brilliant. So anybody that wants to come and join, that would be fantastic. I would really appreciate it. We are trying desperately as well. This is me shamelessly plugging myself. My YouTube goal is to gain 1,000 subscribers, not for monetization, but because I can then broadcast live streams from my phone out in the real world, away from my house. So I can go to places like Edinburgh Castle. I can go, is Barry a grown-up? Yes, most of the time. So I can't do outdoor broadcasts. We is Mobot. Yes, Mobot is a robot that is one of the bots on our Discord that that Barry actually wrote himself, and it's called Mobot. Wow, look at that. Thank you, local. I had 173 before the stream started and 175 now. Thank you so much, guys. That means so much to me. We will get there, and I promise you, the day that we reach 1,000, and as soon as I've got YouTube's authority to broadcast from my phone outside in the real world, aiming there for the middle of summer, we'll hopefully lockdown and quarantine will have lifted a bit, and the castles around Scotland will have opened again. I promise to take you to some beautiful castles all over Scotland, just to showcase my country, and we'll start with Edinburgh Castle. It's amazing. It now says 176. I love you guys. That's amazing. Tell your friends. Okay, tell your friends. If you have any musician friends, any artist friends that want to come and talk about their stuff, okay, get them to contact me. Okay, just go to the Instagram radio_apocalypse and send me a little PM and we can discuss it. Okay, I always want fresh talent on. I'm not a talent hunter. I just like to listen to people. Okay, which is great. Thank you, guys. I can't believe that I've gained a few more subscribers tonight. It's been fun. Back on tomorrow morning, 6:30 in the morning, with the very informal morning show. I have my children camping out in the living room tonight, so I will be stepping over them in the morning. But that will be coffee, porridge, and I promise you, if you make it tomorrow, I will even get my poetry book out and read you one of my poems. Okay? It's been fun. It's been fun. I'm not going to let you listen to Cognag tonight to say goodnight to, because usually we get him singing. We're just going to say goodnight and say thank you so much to everybody for coming. We will leave a little bit of Mr. Bones playing in the background for a couple of minutes, and I will jump into Discord for about 20 minutes, half an hour, because I need to make things up. And if anybody wants to join, we'll be in the Radio Apocalypse voice chat in there for some chitty chatty. Okay? Thank you so much for joining us. You guys are amazing.
I'm ready now to figure out the reason. The more that I lose myself, the more that I find you. I never seem to remedy the feeling when I wanna hide away. You've already found me. In the night of mighty love, you're all I have, you're all I know. I'll shut my eyes and hold you close. You're all I needed. I never want to see the end. I'm caught in a dream in the night of mighty love, you're all I have, you're all I know.